Oh my God, Arne, what are you doing?
I'm doing nothing.
What do you mean you're doing nothing? You're doing something.
No, it's snowing outside.
No, it's
See?
not. What are you doing?
I'm adding some snow on the gingerbread. Look how beautiful it is.
I know, but I am getting a little bit nervous now. This house is not gonna stay up.
It
If you
will.
keep
This
doing
is
this.
this is not heavy. This is not is air.
Well,
Snow is well.
I don't know. I may just close my eyes and yeah, not look.
Every time it snows a lot, they say on the news that people who have cottages, they need to go up and remove the snow because the roof can collapse.
Well, this roof may collapse, that's for sure. Anyway, we do have an advent calendar to record,
Yeah.
if you remember.
I remember.
Yeah, so shall we?
We shall, yeah. You start.
Yeah, well, it is my day, so I am definitely gonna start. Hi everyone, and welcome to the 24 Knitting Tips of Christmas with your hosts.
Arne and Carlos.
And today Arne is going bananas with the gingerbread house, which is what I'm calling the white elephant in the room, and now it is actually turning white as we
this
speak.
is it's the
So,
a spooky house.
Yeah,
It's
well.
a crooked house. See, now you get the ice.
yeah.
It's dripping.
It
This is
is,
how
yeah.
it looked in my
Oh God.
imagination, in my head.
Well,
No.
you know what? It's the miracle of Christmas. This house
It
is
is.
still standing up. And I can't believe it.
And we-
Anyway, we are here. We're back with the 24 Knitting Tips of Christmas, which is the calendar that we're doing today and all of December while we wait for Christmas to arrive. And we're doing several things. We are revealing Christmas balls. We are doing our best knitting tips to make your life, your knitting
Easier.
life easier. And we are also reading comments from the Advent sweaters. And if you already have been here for the past 12 episodes, you know that there is a competition going on.
Yes, you have to write down what you think is under the sweater, the motif on the
Tray.
and then you can write your comment today. You can do it tomorrow. You can do it every day. You can go back and watch videos
Yeah.
and just write down what you think that is, or you can write about the story.
Yeah.
There's a story behind it. You can also say the name.
We're
of
not
that.
giving any hints though, are we?
No, I think we're over that now. We can't do hints anymore.
No hints whatsoever. But yeah, as Arne says, in the Advent calendar, any day in December, go to the comments, write what you think the story is, the title of the story, or it could be just what you think is there. And if we select you, you are going to win a private meet and greet with Arne and me through Zoom, and you can bring 2 friends with you. I mean, what a prize. What a prize. You get to know us, and we
Yeah.
will get to know you.
And we can talk for a while and we can see what's on your needles.
Yeah. And we are going to select a winner after Christmas, so you have a long time to put your comment in. The more comments you put down, the more probability that you might be the winner. So if you already know what it is, go back to December 1st, go to December 2nd, and write it every day. And keep going back, keep writing it.
Because
We
then
are
you
gonna
have
s-
more chances to win. You
Yeah,
have to be everywhere.
Exactly, because we're going to select a random day, and we're going to pick a random comment from the random day that we're going to select. And we're going to be using one of those random number generators. So it could be anything. So it's all open.
I'm eating.
The glazing?
It's so good. The glazing is
Yeah,
good.
I'm glad the gingerbread house is far away from me. That's for sure. I can't wait to break it though. I can't wait to whack it with
I
a
give
hammer.
you the honor.
Well, no, I'll give you the honor.
No, you should break
Well,
it.
it is your house.
Well, it's ours.
Yeah. Anyway, we're not going to be breaking it or tearing it down until the 24th episode of the calendar, if the house is standing by then, which we don't know. It's a thriller.
It's a thriller.
Yeah. So
Yes.
today's knitting tips, Arne, is one that I want to give you all, especially the perfectionists out there. I'm a Virgo myself. I'm a perfectionist. And sometimes I give myself a very hard time. And you will not believe how many times I rip up a project because I'm not happy with a result or because I make a mistake. And, you know, I may have knitted, I mean, not usually, but I may have knitted this much, and then suddenly I realized that, oh no, there's a mistake there,
And you
then I
unravel.
rip the whole thing up. Don't do that.
It depends on how big the mistake is, but don't do it.
But there's other, there's a lot of ways to fix a mistake. without having to unravel the whole project. So, for example, if you realize you've dropped a stitch many rows down, all you need to do is get a crochet hook
Yeah.
and then crochet yourself up.
So you just let them down, and then you can actually, if there's one stitch in the wrong place, you can wrap down 2 stitches, and you can move space.
Yeah.
So, and then you just crochet hook it up again.
So you made a mistake in the color work. Oh boy. Oh, you know what? Why don't you do duplicate stitch on top of it? Problem solved.
I do that all the time.
And if you're knitting with regular wool, once you take your iron and your or your wet towel and you put it on top and you steam that part, the stitches, the yarn catches the other yarn, and then you'll never see, you'll never even know.
And you don't have
where
to
the
tell
mistake
people
is. Yeah.
where you did the mistake.
And then we have something that we love because we have it in so many cultures. We have it here in Scandinavia, as in our culture. The Native Americans have it in their culture. If you go to places like Turkey, Asia, China, it's everywhere. In all our cultures, only God is perfect. So you
Put
have to have a
yeah.
mistake in everything you do.
Put the mistake like I did here.
Yeah, it's on purpose.
It's on purpose.
Because that's the way it is. So this knitting tip, I think, is going to make your life easier. It certainly has made mine easier. I don't rip up as many projects as I did in the past.
It's a good tip.
It's a very good tip.
Yeah. So Carlos, the comments.
Yeah.
You have to pick a sweater.
No, it's your turn.
Is it my turn?
So it was my day to do the tip. It's your day
So
to
number
do the
13.
comments.
Let's see what's in the sweater for
What's in the
us.
sweater?
Wait, this is yours.
I'm not going to read it.
No. Okay, so this is from Sit and Knit for a Bit, 17th of May. Oh, Gary Mortensen.
Hey, Gary!
Thank you for the folk costume again. I hope
again,
to see you
and
soon.
again, and again.
And again. I was thrilled to see Arne in front of the Royal Palace. It has always been a hope that I would be in Norway for 17. Mai. My decision to give the bunad a new life was the very best possible. I couldn't be more pleased. I think you should come to Norway for the 17th of May.
Come to Norway and hang out with us for May 17. We'd love to have you.
Or we meet you in America one day.
Maybe.
You never know.
I hope. If we go to the area where Gary is, which I believe is Tacoma.
Tacoma.
So yeah, Seattle.
But this gift is it was so amazing.
Yeah, when you-
It's really hard to understand. It's
Yeah.
like I have an uncle in America now.
Yeah. That's a saying that we have in Norway. You have a rich uncle in America.
That suddenly one day pop up and you get something. So maybe I have.
Yeah, like a long lost uncle you didn't know you had.
So thank you again.
Yeah. And when did we find out about this? It was actually probably in December or November of
I have it in my
2021.
I printed the email and it's in one of my scrapbooks.
Yeah, it's around a year ago. So from the time we got the email until you decided to accept the gift, which I
Because I
actually
was speechless.
recommended
I couldn't find words. That's strange, but I couldn't.
Well,
So you had to
usually I'm the one that is.
speaks.
Yeah, I was speechless too. But anyway, from the time we got the email until you accepted the gift, until we got it, yeah, it's time passes so quickly.
Yeah.
It's a year ago or something like that.
And I think I will wear it for Christmas again.
You think?
I think so.
Oh, cool.
I haven't decided yet, but I think I will. Because then we can look different. Because you have a new...
Yeah, but nobody has seen you in your...
No.
Yeah, so
Well, we'll see.
we'll think about it.
Yeah. Okay.
The good thing is you have, just like the Queen of Norway, the possibility to choose between different folk costumes.
It's me and the Queen.
Which most people don't have.
I know.
Yeah. Anyway, I have gotten a comment, and sorry, Eric, I did read it. I'm sorry. It's from My Wool Mitten. This is such a special episode of joy and emotion and tradition. It's also from the May 17th episode. How wonderful of Gary, and it just seems it came to the right caretakers. Both of you are such a blessing, Carlos. No, both of you are such a blessing. Carlos, when you spoke of how you came to choose where your folk costume would come from, it brought tears to my eyes that you were so thoughtful. Thank you both. And then I guess for a quick recap, when I chose my folk costume, because I'm not born in Norway, I chose the folk costume that came from Arne's region because I have...
On my
Arne's
father's side?
Yes, for Arne's father's side, because I have Arne's entire family as my family. So I felt that it was appropriate to choose that particular?
I have to
costume?
say it was so cool because when we were in front of the castle on the 17th,
Palace.
the palace, there was this guy from Setesdal. He came and he was like, "Oh, there's another one in the Setesdal folk costume." So he wanted to know where my family came from. So I told him about my grandmother, and I told him the story about the folk costume, which he found very nice. So
Yeah. But now we were actually talking about my folk costume, Arne.
I just had to add things.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you
Anyway,
talk about your folk costume.
I could have chosen to have the folk costume from this area, which is Valdres, because we do live here. I have a connection to Valdres, which is that I've lived here for 20 years. But I felt that Arne's family's bond is stronger, and someday I will leave this world. And
Maybe
well, I
not.
will.
You
I
never
will.
know. Yeah.
And there will be a folk costume that maybe somebody in our family may want to wear. That way, I will pass my traditions to a new generation. Kind of like Gary has done with you, although he's still alive.
Yeah.
So yeah, Yeah.
So it's a nice tradition, actually.
it is. Speaking of traditions,
Yes, we have a traditional thing. We
Wow,
have a ball.
we have a tradition that we started in 2010 when we did our first Christmas ball, and since then we've designed hundreds and hundreds of balls. And you'd think they're difficult to, it's difficult to come up with new ones, but no,
There's always new patterns.
there's always new ideas, new patterns. And today we've got a new one.
And what do we call this one?
I don't know. It looks like,
It's like a rosemaling.
is it like a rose painting?
Yeah, it's like the krusedur.
You know what it looks like to me? It's like a group of people doing the conga line.
Maybe it's the conga line. Maybe they're-
Look, they're doing the conga line.
So it's the conga line.
Yeah,
Cool.
or something.
I don't know what a conga line is, but
That's when you're in a party and they put the conga music and everybody goes in a line and you put your arms.
well, that's what I always feel is very embarrassing when it happens.
Yeah,
I feel so
You put your
uncomfortable.
arms on the next person's hip and you go dancing. La, 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 la. Yeah, this is it, the conga line.
Okay.
Or a traditional rose painting pattern.
It can be both.
If you're more deep.
Yeah. And we're not deep, so let's go for the conga line.
Anyway, we're gonna put the Christmas ball up in the Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Arne is gonna keep glazing
Because
his
it's still snowing outside.
gingerbread house.
I think, at least in this house, it's
I
snowing.
am very worried, but I can see that the roof of the house has the same issue as down by the porch. There's an issue with insulation. So,
Yeah. So this is how our house looked like a year ago.
Yeah,
Before
well.
we fixed the roof.
yeah, sometimes I kind of go back to those days before we had it fixed. It looks like the same builder who
Yeah.
renovated our house did that.
And we haven't made the whole roof now, but it's okay. I don't care. We don't care.
Anyway, I'm going to put the ball up on the tree. Arne's going to keep glazing, and we will see you again tomorrow. Same time, same place. So thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and see you soon.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.